Dominic Mysterio versus Cody Rhodes, which I give out a 5 out of 10.
Yeah, I don't think it was that good of a match.
No,
It was time filler. It was filler.
It was filler.
Yeah, and Cody won, so.
It was,
But
yeah,
that
I'm
was
going to put
to be
you on at a
expected.
pay-per-view in the least interesting match.
Yeah.
And ultimately, I think it boils down to the fact that ultimately, Dominic is not near as good in the ring as Ray, Eddie, even Chavo, any one of them.
He couldn't
his
possibly be. He's 26 years old.
I mean, he could be just put the time in.
Bring Chavo
He couldn't
back.
be 26 years old and putting the time in to be as good as them will take years.
Bring Chavo
I don't know, because
back.
The Rock was good at like 26, 27.
And then
he was like,
what's name? Carlito.
Oh, Carlito.
I thought he was.
They're apparently they're bringing Carlito back.
Sometime soon.
Yeah, I thought so. All right, so it's not a match, but John Cena.
Hey man, look.
They're trying to capitalize off of All In. And you not being an AEW fan, I can see that going right over your head.
You said All In, I knew it was AEW, but I don't know what you mean by capitalize.
That is ultimately All In is AEW's WrestleMania.
Really? Don't they have it more than once a year?
They have 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7 different pay-per-views.
But
So
All
we were
In is
talking
only
about
once a
this.
year.
All In's
We were
only
talking
once
about this
Oh,
the
okay.
other day. Okay, so a couple years ago there was like 4, and then there was 5,
and
and
there's
then
5 or 6, and
now
there's
there's
7 or 8.
8.
There's been 4 this year.
It is to be expected. There will be more pay-per-views with a growing, a growing company.
Yeah, because WWE has 12.
But damn,
or
can y'all
more.
get a network so I don't have to pay $60 for each of them?
Right. That's
And
the worst part.
That's probably why I haven't watched it yet.
Well, I'll tell you though, even me being stingy like I try to be in the most part, and her being my gavel as the judge, jury, and executioner of no, we don't have the money for that.
Yeah.
I have to be. He's not good at that.
Yeah, I'm
You're
really
right.
not.
You're
I'm
right.
really not.
So John Cena.
Okay.
I couldn't see anybody, man.
What was his name?
All I heard was,
What was the other guy's name?
WrestleMania in London.
Wheeler?
Grayson Waller.
Grayson Waller. Okay.
I don't even know.
I don't know who he
Some
is.
NXT dude.
Yeah.
Okay, I have
he's
to
on the main roster. I think.
Well,
I
he's
think he
been
is now.
making appearances on
Grayson
the main
Waller,
roster, but he got his break in NXT.
I think this was probably to push his name a little bit. And I think it's also a large part to do with the fact that he had an accent that sounded different, and he could go out there
But
and
he's
talk shit.
Well, I
Well, he's
think
Australian.
He is.
English in Australia, I think, has like a little few things.
Oh.
Because if you listen to the reaction that the English crowd gave to the Aussie person talking, it was very unwelcoming.
Well, he was talking trash about England too. He was like,
I mean,
you're gonna
yeah,
have
that
you're gonna have
was his
WrestleMania anywhere, and he's Australia.
If you're gonna have WrestleMania anywhere other than America, I would prefer it be Australia.
Really?
I'm partial to Australia.
The next match, the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Trish Stratus,
We ain't even got
Becky
there
Lynch,
yet.
Zelina Vega, Bayley, Io Sky, Zoe Stark. So,
I want to say, first of all, I was very impressed by Zelina.
Yeah.
And I am continually more impressed by her.
Yeah.
Every time she comes out.
Yeah, because I remember before she got fired, it wasn't like the greatest, but
she's really doing
she's
it
getting
now.
there. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's getting there. So, and I have a personal
I think it
crush
was
on Zelina.
Zelina. and
What superstar do you not have a personal crush on, Damien?
All the male superstars.
all of the superstars.
You went specific. You gotta say women. Okay, the women I don't have a crush on. I don't have a crush on Shayna Baszler.
Oh my god.
I don't.
What's that one?
I don't have a crush on
What's that one from NXT, God?
I don't know many from NXT.
Yes, you do.
Zoe
I
Stark.
know
Zoe
you
Stark.
do.
I don't have a
No.
crush on her.
Not Zoe Starks.
There was a
Other
really
woman.
awesome spot in the match that was with Zoe Starks, and I can't remember who else it was.
Didn't they do something with a ladder on that in that match?
Yes.
I can't remember it.
Well, this is what happens when we do the video a week and a half after the show.
On that, I am so sorry this video is late. It is my fault. I was supposed to say this at the beginning. It is my fault that this video is late. I am sorry. Io Sky won. It was at the right decision.
Yes.
Okay, so I find it interesting. I'm not mad at it.
Who did you want to win?
I wanted Becky to win.
Okay. Who did you want to win?
Who did I want to win? Okay, so
Alexa
refresh
Bliss
me.
wasn't in the match, so it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Alexa Bliss is about to be a mother.
Yep, that she is.
Trish Stratus, Becky, Zelina, Bailey, Io, and Zoe.
Yeah, so ultimately, I mean, I didn't really care. To be 100% honest,
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't. I didn't have a.
And
If Bailey
I
gets
mean-
away from damage control the way I think she's gonna, I'll like Bailey again. I'm not really down with her as
A heel?
the head of a team. No, she can be a
Oh.
heel, but this
Oh.
whole head of a team thing isn't working for her. She's not. That's not.
it's not the right team. I
Um,
love the way.
I
she
was gonna
went.
say I love
Yeah,
the
that
I love
was-
the
that-
handcuffing them
yeah.
together. I saw it the second that they both were on the other side,
Yeah.
and she came. I was like, she's gonna.
See, I knew that was gonna happen. When
I didn't know she was gonna climb over Bailey. That was some beautiful.
I didn't.
I
Yeah.
honestly
stuff
I
thought
didn't.
there.
she'd climb over Becky.
I thought she. I didn't think she was gonna win. I thought she would. She handcuffed them, but somebody was gonna come. The real winner was gonna come and throw her off.
I
And then
figured
win.
one of the two of them would have the common sense to go.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, if that's the way the match was supposed to end, that's the way the match was supposed to end. I wasn't mad about it.
It would have been very interesting if Trish Stratus won. Very interesting.
Look,
Ultimately,
I'm
I
not
didn't-
here for it. She needs to go back.
But that's the thing. I say that because you don't think that she'd be around that much longer, and then she.
I'm really
wins.
hoping not, man.
Honestly, I really couldn't see anybody but Io Sky.
This
winning
thank you
that.
Trish thing is not for me.
You know what's funny? She's wearing that mask again.
And she's
hasn't
all
been
about-
a fan of Trish Stratus for 17 years now.
Oh,
Okay.
that's why.
Well, no, here's my legitimate thing, because I gave her a decent shot when she came back. But she's taking credit, sole credit, for things that other women wrestlers have worked and built their careers to do. And I just don't appreciate it. I think I like the mindset of all of y'all worked for it. All of you deserve to claim it. And she's just over here acting holier than thou. I don't like anybody being holier than thou.
Well,
I don't. I'll never like
she
it.
was like the one.
But you got her and Lita, and then
Was.
you got Paige and AJ Lee to a point.
Was. But I have not seen her display since she came back a single
bit of
bit
her
of that.
legend status.
championship drive that was even there.
I mean, before she had no kids and she wasn't 40.
Bro,
Now
she
she doesn't-
decided to come back. She should have been ready to play.
That's because that's because when wrestlers, because I will probably feel the same way.
She's
you
extended
get older
her
and
legendary, in the video game, in the PlayStation game. The legendaries come in,
Yeah.
they're there for a little while, and they go out.
I mean, she ain't been there that long yet.
And at this point, for me at least, we've
'Cause you ain't-
exhausted the
Because you haven't been a
storyline.
fan since 17 years. That's why. That's why you haven't been a fan. I mean,
I just disagree with that. I don't think
she's a mom and she's 40 now.
I don't think she's where progressive storytelling is going to be for
But-
this story.
Just like John Cena, just like The Rock, they're gonna get that itch. They're gonna come back. And then they're gonna be fully-
But John Cena doesn't. The Rock doesn't.
he will.
Literally, John Cena showed up for one match. One match in 2023. One match.
But then
Or 2022, sorry.
you'll get that itch.
I guess I
Right.
prefer it the way that they're doing it as opposed to the way that she's doing it. But I felt like Lita, I don't know.
Where did she go?
I don't know, but I felt like she was doing a better job at coming back than Trish
Yeah.
was.
And I wish she would still be here. I've been waiting on her.
I
to
guess
show
that's
back
got
up.
a lot to do with it because they both did come back at the same time.
I think Trish is better in the ring right now than Lita. So,
And see, I have always been a fan of Lita.
I have to. I just think that right now, I cringe every time Lita goes to the second or top rope. So it's like,
Yeah.
She looks real slow and
Yeah.
conservative.
yeah, it's like I think she's like scared or something. So it's like, but Trish Stratus, I think she still got it though. Like, well, to be her age.
Yeah.
So just give it time. It'll be okay. You'll love Trish again. You'll be saying thank you, Trish.
No, I don't think so, but I'll let you be right.
Oh wow.
So I mean, what did y'all think of the women's match though? The women's fight.
It was good.
Definitely.
I was not mad. It was
I would say rival best match of the night.
Okay.
Probably about 8 or 9 out of 10.
yeah, I think probably. I'd say like
I put a
8.5.
10 out of 10. That's what I
There
put.
you go.
That's what I put. 10 out of 10.
Maybe I'm hard to please.
Huh?
Maybe I'm just hard to please.
No, we all got our opinions. I mean, I just thought it was a good match. I mean, like, I thought it was better than men's. Like,
Yeah,
Most
I did
definitely.
too.
Yeah, of course. Because I can't remember. Oh, it was Zelina Vega. What did she do? She did a sunset flip.
To Zoe Stark.
Zoe Stark onto the ladder.
That was
wasn't
it. Yep.
It's an old trick of Zelina Vegas using the flip-flop. Oh my goodness, a code red! A code red by Zelina Vega!
Yeah.
I was like, I'm like, oh, like I literally like made a face. I was like, oh my God. And I think she bounced off the ladder.
Yeah, and like
I
so
was- oh my
apparently
God.
her head went through
Through a
one
rung.
of the rungs.
Wow, really? I gotta see that
Yeah.
again. I didn't even know that. World Heavyweight Championship match: Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. So,
It should have been AJ Styles.
Jesus Christ, man.
If you can't say something productive towards the video,
Or nice.
don't say anything
It
at all.
was productive and it was nice. What do you mean?
AJ Styles wasn't even on the damn
You
card.
didn't,
I don't want to
you
hear
didn't
his
think
name
a bit
again.
about AJ Styles.
I don't want to
on
hear
the
his
day
name
of.
again during this video. I don't want to hear his name again.
Quit being obnoxious.
God. So, anyway, like I was going to say, Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. Of course, Seth Rollins won.
Of
Now,
course.
me, personally, I could have seen it going both ways.
Me too.
I could have seen Finn Balor win.
Yeah.
Honestly, all based off of 7 years ago, that original Universal World Heavyweight Championship match
Yep.
between Seth Rollins and Finn Balor, which he got injured
Yep.
and had to vacate the title.
Yep.
Was we able to take a time machine and go back to that Finn Balor 100% age, ability, momentum, the
Finn
whole
would have
9
walked away with
yards?
it, no doubt.
Yeah.
Finn would have walked away with it, no doubt.
No doubt.
And yeah, I would even be willing to bet he would rival Roman Reigns with his 1,000-day reign.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
Finn Balor was amazing at that point.
Yep. He should have had
Now-
that time.
Now he's a little older. Now he's got these lackeys.
Yeah.
Now he has to worry about Mr. Money in the Bank, Damien Priest.
Yeah, and that's why I said I could have seen it going both ways because I could see him winning, and then there's tension.
Right.
Well, there's
between them
already
two.
tension.
No, there's already
definitely
tension.
already
But you can
And-
see more tension between him winning the World Heavyweight Championship and Damian Priest being Money in the Bank.
Right.
That drama, I could see that.
I don't think there was a way out of Seth losing the title. Like, there's no way Seth was losing the title with Damian Priest winning Money in the Bank.
True enough. I mean, I can see that. But then
I
again, I
don't-
could also see them trying to develop the storyline, like they're going to do with Bailey and Io.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see that exactly.
Because that's
Well,
what they're gonna do.
no-
Oh no, we're still friends. We're still friends. We're fine. We're still
Yeah.
friends. You know.
But that's why I'm saying I can see Finn Balor winning, and then Damien Priest is being Money in the Bank, and it's like now you gotta watch your back because your homeboy is Money in the Bank, and you got the championship. So
Finn
it's like,
already said to him, I would be champion if it wasn't for you.
Right.
And I don't know about y'all, but in every wrestling ring I've ever seen, them fighting words.
yeah.
So it's gonna happen. It's gonna come to it.
So that's another thing I said to you at work. It was like, with like the bloodline and their beef in now the Judgment Day, it looks like this bloodline's on SmackDown and the Judgment Day's on Raw. So it looks like they're trying to create their own drama on Raw, like it is SmackDown, but with the Judgment Day on Raw.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like they're trying to do.
I mean,
I
can see it.
now that you put it like that.
Yeah, like it went off like Raw ended like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like with them beefing because it was Seth Rollins versus
Finn Balor.
What's his name?
Yep. It was Finn Balor. It was
And
for the title.
And Damien Priest came down. Okay, yeah.
And
So
Finn Balor had it won.
yeah.
Got nervous.
Yeah, so that's why I think like that's why I say I could see it both ways with Finn Balor winning and Damien Priest being Money in the Bank. I honestly kind of wish it went that.
I mean, we'll see what they give us.
Are you calling bullshit? Are you calling bullshit or those real sneezes?
A little bit of both.
That's fine. That's cool. So, would y'all rate the match? Bullshit. Okay, that's cool.
29. I thought it was pretty good.
Finn Balor and Seth Rollins. World Heavyweight Championship.
Maybe 8.5.
I was gonna say about an 8 out of 10. It certainly, God dang, it certainly wasn't original Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins for the Universal title worthy.
I hate that. I hate
They're
he
both
had that.
much older men now.
I hate he
Ultimately,
had that
they are
chance.
both are much older, and I don't think we'll ever have the feud that we could have had
Right.
back then.
Right. Yeah, I think that's over.
Most definitely, because ultimately Finn Balor's reached his, I won't say prime,
Yeah,
but I will say he's reached that peak of where he's come down a little bit.
because they
And
sent him.
he might go back up,
Because they sent him to
but
NXT
he's
for a
gonna
little bit.
steadily keep
Yeah.
Yeah,
going
they sent him back to NXT. Normally, that's not a really good sign. They send you back to NXT.
like Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin, fucking
I don't miss him.
I
Apollo
don't miss
Crews.
him.
You don't miss Baron Corbin?
No, not at all. I miss Apollo Crews.
I wish Baron Corbin would have went because when he came into the main roster, I could see him. I saw him being like a top guy.
I mean, he had the ability,
He just couldn't talk.
but he can't.
Y'all
talk
notice every
all
time he
night.
had a promo, he would rock back and forth. Every time he had a promo, he would rock back and forth, and that's normally like a nervous tick.
Yeah.
So like he would like rock back and forth, like he would do this right here. Because my stepson does it most of the sometimes. So I know. So but he over time he got better at it, and I saw him being a top guy at one point, but then they started doing the Happy Corbin.
Dude.
When you go there, you're not coming back.
No, there is no going
When you
back
go
from
when
that.
you go from the Lone Wolf Baron
Yeah.
Corbin to Happy Corbin.
I will say,
Or
apparently
no,
Lone Wolf
no,
came back.
Wait, no, before the Happy Corbin, it was the depressed one. And he
Yeah.
had fucking Chef Boyardee on his shirt and stuff, stains of like, yeah. Once they write you in to do that, it's over for you, bro. It's over. You're not recovering for a long time from that. And then you go to Happy Corbin. What
And
was
now you're on NXT, losing to the NXT.
what was
champion.
it when he was in the suits and stuff? Corporate.
Yeah.
No, that's Corporate Kane. I'm thinking about. But you know what I'm talking about? He was like in this. He was somebody's bodyguard. Who was it?
Well, he was working with JBL for a little bit, the modern day wrestling god.
He was with Triple H and was he with Triple H and Stephanie? Like he was with them when they were doing what they were doing. Was that right? In that era when he was doing that, because he was wrestling in suits, he was better than like he was wrestling in dress pants and dress shoes and dress shirt.
I remember what you're talking about. Yeah, he was with them.
He was.
He was with Triple H.
That was kind of like semi-peak era because he never had the world championship. He was Money in the Bank and he lost it. He lost the match.
Yeah,
and that right there. That's when he went downhill. When he was Money in the Bank,
in history.
John Cena was the first.
John Cena was the first. Too bad we couldn't see it.
But so, to circle back about the Finn and Seth match, what did you rate it?
I would say about an 8.5 out of 10.
Okay, so we all get along with the same.
7 out of 10.
You said 7?
Yeah.
You just love AEW, don't you?
I do. I really do. I'm not even gonna front, man.
And that brings us to
Main event.
The
Civil
man
War.
The
we are
freaking
not
Civil
talking about
War.
this.
Roman Reigns and Solo versus the
I
Usos.
think we
For
need
an
a
hour.
shot to the Civil War.
We're gonna toast. This was his idea, by the way.
I'm aware it was.
This was my idea.
So
That doesn't mean it was a good one.
no,
Nah, I typically
never
don't
said it was
have
a good
very
one.
many of the good ones.
Hell no. Damn, I pulled myself a big shot.
To wrestling.
To wrestling. All right, y'all. So look. All right, I've already expressed this to you. I love this. I love the bloodline drama. Love it. I love it. I can't tell you how much I love it.
I love it that he lost.
I think
That makes it all worth it for me.
Yes. That right there.
I do.
Honestly, did not see that coming.
Really?
I did.
No, there was no way the
Even
greatest
down
tag
to,
team
even
in
down
history.
to, and I
was
said
really-
I'm
earlier
a
I wasn't
big
going to talk
fan
about
of the
this.
Usos. Big fan of the Usos. I've been
Oh,
a big
yes.
fan of Usos since the day when they
Day one.
came in.
My least
Since-
favorite
since
thing
the
of
day
them
they came
doing.
in and they were doing the battle.
The-
Yes, that was
Yeah.
Day one ish.
loved it.
Yep.
So
It's a haka.
but I did not see them winning.
I don't see how, man. To me, there
Because-
was no way they were losing. Roman and Solo are not a tag team.
No.
They haven't grown up wrestling in the living room with each other. They haven't grown up wrestling on a trampoline with each other. That's like taking me and Wolfie and putting us in a wrestling ring and saying that we wouldn't be a decent tag team because we've grown up wrestling with each other on the trampoline. It's like saying you and your brother who wrestled on the trampoline growing up wouldn't be able to go in a wrestling ring and at least survive in a wrestling ring.
Well, that's
You wouldn't. That's a totally different concept.
well, no. Well,
Anyway.
I mean, no, but like I just didn't see Roman. Okay, let me take this back.
I saw Solo
no,
getting
no,
pinned.
yes, that's what I was gonna say. So I could see them losing, but I didn't see Roman getting pinned.
Roman's not going to lose his title yet, so Roman's not going to get pinned one-on-one yet.
I didn't even see him getting pinned at all.
I didn't see him
That's
getting
the thing.
pinned at all. I saw
See,
Solo
that's
getting pinned.
for me. That was the only way.
I was like,
Roman
if the
gets pinned
Usos
right
went because Roman's lost a tag team match before without getting pinned. So
now.
I did not see him getting pinned at all. But when I saw Solo go through the table, I was like, it's over.
Oh yeah.
I was like, when I saw Solo go through the table, I was like, this might be the night. But
Right.
I'm not getting my hopes up. That's exactly what I said. Like, this might be the night. I'm not getting my hopes up though. So then when I saw, I was like, they were in there kicking him. Tag. He goes up for a splash. I'm like, he's kicking out of this. And then he counted 3. I was like,
Right.
what just
Yeah.
happened?
Good story writing is what happened.
I said, what? And that's when it all hit me. It all hit me. And I was like, okay. So then I just kept watching. I was listening to the crowd. and I could see the emotion in like the Usos' face, and I was like, this shit is awesome. Like that, it just came rushing to me. I was like, okay, I see what's going on here. Okay, I watched it at least 3 times. Oh yeah, I went back and watched. I went back the next day. No, Monday. Sorry, I went back and watched it Monday and watched it again on the way to work. I was like, this shit really just happened. Okay, so like I said, I saw Solo getting pinned. I did not see Roman getting pinned. I did not predict that match to the T.
I see Roman.
Because first I saw them Usos losing.
I mean, that's the
what I
best way for it to
predicted.
be, though, is not to predict it to a T. Because when I get to where I can predict every match to a T,
And
I get
that's-
mad.
That's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
way
yeah,
it
yeah,
was
yeah.
for the longest time.
When Vince McMahon was in
Yeah.
charge, it was like,
I get mad.
yeah.
And I will get mad fast.
Yeah.
Again, props Triple H.
Yeah, because like I like it, and then it all hit me. I was like, and then Jay got the pin. I was like, it's only right because I saw things. I saw things on the internet like
About
it's
how
only
he began it.
it's only right for Jay Uso to dethrone Roman Reigns.
No.
Jay
Who's
was
gonna
supposed
dethrone him? Don't
Jay
say AJ
pinned
Styles.
him first, but Solo was supposed to lead the family.
Don't say AJ Styles.
Okay. Because you both have expressly
Don't say AJ Styles.
expressed the fact that y'all don't want to hear his
I'm
name
so
anymore.
serious.
Don't say his
I'm
synonyms.
not gonna
Don't
say
say
his
his
nicknames.
real name,
I'm
nickname.
not gonna be biased.
Don't say the phenomenal. Don't say
I'm
none.
not gonna be biased. I'm gonna be legitimate.
Who should dethrone him?
Cody Rhodes at
Okay.
WrestleMania.
All right. Okay.
I saw
I
something
can
today
live
that said
with that.
Rikishi is coming to be the head of the table.
Bro, I you know what?
I would
I don't
like
mind.
to
I don't
see-
mind Rikishi coming back.
I would like to see Rikishi, any one of them that are still living, come to fight Roman. Come to fight Roman.
Not all of them.
Not necessarily for the title,
Dad is
but
still
more of for head of the table, and have The Rock be.
I want to see The Rock and Roman Reigns. I ain't gonna lie to you. I want
Well,
to see
yes,
that.
everybody wants to
I
see
want
that,
to see that.
but I want to see us go through Rikishi and some of the other people to get to The Rock.
like
Roman-
Rikishi actually wrestle.
Yeah, wrestle Roman Reigns for head of the table.
I don't think Rikishi's gonna wrestle.
He's too old.
Yeah, I don't.
Mhm.
I don't think Rikishi's gonna wrestle because. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna wrestle.
I mean, no,
We
I
don't
don't
need
think
to
he
go into
will,
why
but that's
specific
what I would
questions.
like. But
He might make an
ultimately,
appearance, you know.
I
do
would
a-
like for
And
there
that
to
would
be
be
a
amazingly
Roman
rare.
Rock.
Yeah, back that ass up a little bit, but I think that's about it.
That would be amazingly rare too.
I would
just
like
have
to
that,
see
so.
Roman versus Rock.
I would. Too.
Like and not just as I was telling her, we were talking about this just earlier, and it's not that I want Rock to come fight Roman for the title and
Because-
take the title.
Because who takes it from The Rock?
Right?
Realistically,
Who takes it from the Rock? First off, and second off, how long is the
if
Rock?
you say
gonna
Brock
be here
Lesnar,
to
I
keep the title?
swear to God.
No.
So
not
in
Brock.
that standpoint, you have
Because Brock is almost there too, like where he's.
right.
Yeah. He's on his
So
way.
in that standpoint, you take the title off of Roman, you give it to Cody Rhodes to finish his story, and then you have The Rock show up and be like, okay, you're not champion anymore, but you're still claiming yourself head of the table. Well, guess what? I'm head of the table.
And please don't let Cody Rhodes have it for a month. Oh my God.
God, no,
No,
he needs
he
a
better get
decent
it.
reign.
He better get
He
it. and
needs
get it.
at least 6 months to a year.
Yeah, because I've seen that.
It doesn't need to be Roman Reigns. It doesn't need to be 3.5 freaking years long. But it needs to be
Can
more
it
than
be
4 to
longer
6
than
months.
30 days?
Like,
Please. Yeah.
He
Because
deserves that.
fuck.
Him and his family
Like,
deserves that.
Kofi
Because
had it for
as
6 months. I think he can have it for at
Legit-
least 6 months.
legitimately, as Cody's song says,
On that note,
there is more than one royal family in wrestling.
There is, and I like
Oh
that.
yeah.
I love, and I think that's part of why I like Cody so much, because I love that like he's got a Robin Hood characteristic
Yeah.
about him.
Yeah.
You know, he is for the people.
Yeah.
You know, by regular people.
Mhm.
You know,
Mm.
and I like that.
There's more than one royal family. I like, of course, the Samoans. And you got the Rhodes and
That's about it.
The Hearts.
the
Hearts and the Guerreros.
And the Guerreros. I mean,
How many generations does it
I
take?
mean,
We
you
might
got-
be working on Mysterio.
The Flares,
and
which
Flair,
is like
yep.
2.
yeah,
You got
you got
2 generations.
and you got Orton too. Like he's got Orton is a
And Axel.
It's his dad. Yeah.
Mr. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
So,
yeah.
so there's like 3 or 4.
You got a couple.
But
of things.
as Cody's song says, royalty, just like think of Queen of England. You've only got 1 or 2 families that are royalty.
Yeah, guys, like
in
those
England.
people fill the round
Like,
table. Those
yeah.
are the knights of the round table, but not everybody is fit to be king.
I tell you one thing: the Samoans are running it right now.
They
are.
straight up
And
running
I
it.
love the Usos. I'm
Yeah.
with you. I've been there since.
I bet when they
I
was,
love their
like
everything that they've done.
when they came in, they was doing the.
Yeah.
I
And
could
I saw
be
and
wrong,
I saw
but
that
I
in
think it's a
person
hot
too.
dog.
I was like, this is fucking awesome.
Man, I'm telling you what, that's something that it's become more popular. You see it online all the time now.
Yeah.
But that is something that is full of so much emotion and passion
Mm-hmm.
that it comes through the screen and it touches you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was
Yeah.
part of their character
Yeah.
was coming through the screen and touching you.
Yeah.
And they come from a time where you had people like John Cena. John Cena could reach through the TV, grab you, and take you with him.
Even
But
though you
not-
couldn't see
You
it.
could see it.
Not a whole bunch of people are really capable of that.
No.
And they are.
Yeah. Now the Usos, like when like I said, when I first saw them,
The Usos, also got Naomi or Trinity or
Frankly,
whatever
I've
you
been
want
a
to
little
call her.
tired of their lackey thing because they
They
did
are so much
deserve
better.
more. I've said for so long at this point, okay, I get where you're going with this, guys, but can we move this along because these guys deserve to be more than bodyguards?
Before the whole bloodline thing, they were great in the ring and they were great on the mic.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the rap battle?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh my god! And, like I saw a couple of videos just earlier this week. Sometimes shit pops up on Facebook,
Mhm.
Right.
and they had one thing where they were making fun of the Miz and Shane. That was so hilarious.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But them on the mic, I don't know if it just runs through the Samoan family or whatnot, or it just comes from the Rock.
It can't run through the Samoan family because
Because
frankly,
Roman
Roman
doesn't
doesn't
have
have it.
Roman does not have. The only thing Roman has is the ability to stand there and derogatorily say,
He has the
acknowledge me.
he's got the presence. He's got that commanding presence. He has the ability to do that, but
Okay.
he does not have
If he didn't
Hey,
have the Usos
stand
or
here
Solo
and-
or Paul Heyman,
his
His
promos are
promos-
scripted.
yeah.
His promos are scripted
Well,
because he needs to say the right thing.
I won't say that his promos are scripted per se, as more as Paul Heyman. I would be willing to bet Vince and Triple H give Paul Heyman a bullet point list, and Paul Heyman then gives Roman Reigns a bullet point list, and Roman Reigns is like, okay, so I just have to hit this one bullet point and this one bullet point, and you'll hit the rest of these 6.
See, I don't even see him ever hitting 2 bullet points because he doesn't say anything enough to hit one.
He's done better with Paul Heyman.
He
So
has.
I think Paul Heyman has
Paul
been.
Heyman has definitely been
I
a
saw a
great
video
asset.
today or yesterday. I don't know when it was. He sent it to me, but it's so very true. I'm sure he sent it to you. Oh my god! It's a Roman Reigns video,
I don't know if I sent it to you
and
or
it
not.
said
He's
everyone
been
has
by
betrayed him
everyone.
except him, and it shows Dean Ambrose, now known as John Moxley, who you don't watch AEW, but okay, I don't do the crush thing. That's my guy. That's my guy.
Dean
I
Ambrose.
love John Moxley. And I loved Dean
I
Ambrose.
was so upset when AJ Styles.
But the
I'm
the
sorry,
video
bringing
was
it
not
back.
wrong.
When AJ Styles beat him.
And if WWE and Vince McMahon could get over their asses and incorporate John Moxley, Roman Reigns would go to the next freaking level.
He would.
Like literally, Roman Reigns thinks he's up there at tip top tier level. He would bypass where the hell he thinks he is.
Yeah.
If Vince McMahon would let John Moxley come help him.
He would. But I thought it was a really good match. I thought it was really well done. It was a lot of time
It was a lot of
cultivated
storytelling.
into what turned out to be the end that or not the end, but the next
yeah,
bullet point
definitely
in
not
the story.
end.
You know,
We are in the next chapter.
I
of the
expected
bloodline.
them to go back and forth the way they did. I expected the 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. I expected all that. We totally expected super kick
Oh yeah.
out the gate.
Yeah.
You know,
Can I go back to just the SmackDown where I don't know if y'all watched it.
I've watched every SmackDown,
Okay.
whether it be
So-
that night or 2 weeks later.
So the SmackDown where Jay Uso had to fall in line
Mm-hmm.
and where he was talking to his
You were
brother.
talking
Yeah.
a year ago.
Yeah, and he was like, talking like how like Mr. Prom Queen, Prom King,
Mm-hmm.
and the whole time I've been trying to keep up with you. He was like, so you
Oh,
know,
so no,
you're out.
You talking just a couple weeks
No,
ago?
just a couple weeks ago. He was like,
Yeah.
you're out,
And I'm out
and then
too.
out too. Did y'all expect that? Did y'all
Yes.
expect? Did y'all
Yes.
expect
yes.
I'm not gonna say that I expected the way he did it.
Yeah.
The whole, well, you're out, and I'm out too.
Yeah.
I expected more of, well, we're out. You
Yeah.
know, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
But the
kinda
Usos
thing.
are a tag team.
Exactly.
They are twins. It goes further than a tag team. They
Right.
are legitimately
They're brothers.
identical twins.
There is stuff that
Yeah.
none of the three of us could ever understand because none of us are twins. Like,
That ain't.
And enough real life has come into play in the storyline that it's just safe for me to assume that's your brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I understand that Solo is also their brother,
Yeah.
but the Usos' career has been built
Yeah.
together.
right.
Yeah, they've been together
Without
for a
the
while.
other twin,
Yeah.
they would not be
Yeah.
where they are.
Yeah.
No.
That's right. They came in together.
No
You-
matter
you
with
really-
Solo, no matter with Roman, without the other twin,
And on
they're
that
not where
note,
they're at.
I don't feel as though Jay is the one to dethrone Roman for that fact. He is a tag team competitor with his brother, in and out completely.
And that would unequal them on a
He-
great
yes.
mass level. Like,
And
You know what? You know, I think it is too. You know, Jimmy got on all this trouble,
yeah.
so I think that's why Jay
Yeah.
is like where he's at now.
You're
Not taking anything from him.
look at Matt and Jeff.
I mean, and to be clear here, guys, you know,
Matt was
The-
never world champion.
the
Never world
Usos.
champion. But you know, you over here getting Jeff Hardy drunk at Whiskey Sours.
And I get Jeff Hardy drunk. First of all, he did drink, but he didn't drink with me at all. Okay,
I met him on my birthday, fall in
she
line.
did. So I'm hold on, when?
That
She
night,
did.
The same night?
met him on my
that-
birthday.
no,
Oh,
that
it's the same night?
No,
What? No,
So
no,
it
we
was
went with
like a
Dad
couple
and them.
years before. It was
Yeah.
me, her, my dad, Mary,
Oh,
and that was the night I was on TV.
wait a minute. Did you with him?
No,
No,
I did.
you remember you messaged me, Damien, the night that I was on TV.
Oh, you met him that night?
That was the night she met him.
okay. He probably performed that night too. Okay, yeah. I was like, yeah, man, I'm still mad at that. Watching SmackDown.
No.
I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna see
She's
if Sam's
definitely-
going. I'm gonna see if
She's
Sam.
definitely got you beat though,
What do you
as
mean?
far as being
Hold on,
mad.
what'd you do?
She had a whole, but I'll tell it. Can I tell it? Because I mean, she had a whole. She
We have
put
to
work
go
in,
soon.
dude. She like straight up put work in. She had a whole "It's my birthday" sign with Christmas lights
That's
on it, the
different.
whole 9 yards, and was standing literally as
As
close
close
as
as
me
we
and
are.
her are now. And they zoomed in on me standing there screaming Kofi
Yeah.
instead of the birthday sign of which you could see, which was dressed in wrestling attire as well.
I was not
Just
head to toe
not
AJ Styles like he was.
Head to toe AJ Styles. Like
Well,
I
they had you from here up anyway, but that shit was crazy because it was not even 5 minutes into the show, and I was watching, I was like, no, they did not. I had to rewind it, and I was like, he's never gonna believe this. So I rewinded it again, and I recorded it or took a picture. I can't remember what I
You
sent
took
you.
a picture.
But I know I sent you something. And I was like,
Yeah, because it wasn't long after I had messaged
Bro.
you about something.
It was SmackDown coming on the air. Welcome to
Cause Coke,
Greensboro.
it was Greensboro.
Yeah, welcome Green. And
Well,
then
it
the New
was
Day
Charlotte.
come
Was
out.
it Charlotte?
It
Was
was
it Charlotte?
Charlotte
It
because
might
we
have been
met him
Charlotte.
at Whiskey Sour.
And then the New Day came out.
Whiskey Sours is in Memphis.
Or no, not Whiskey Sour.
Yeah,
the
when
fucking
Whiskey
what is
Oh
it?
no!
There you go, that one.
Whiskey Rivers down at the bottom of the.
It wasn't five.
Place that
It
goes
wasn't even
down.
5 minutes. It was like they just came out. They're the first wrestlers we see, and this mother trucker was on national, on the screen, on my screen. I was like, I should have won.
It wouldn't have done you no good.
I mean, I guess not. They would have just.
They'd
chose
have
him.
They'd have zoomed it off you too.
They would have just chose him. But it was like, it was what 1 or 2 seconds, and he was just saying Kofi, and then you look. I don't even know if you didn't even see it, did you?
No, I
'Cause-
never
'cause
noticed
you was
until I
chanting-
was talking to you.
Yeah, because you was chanting Kofi, and I saw you look up, but I guess it was too late.
I guess whatever the screen that they had when I looked up, because I remember you sending me a picture,
Yeah.
and then I remember going back and watching it.
It didn't show you on the
And
Megatron.
ultimately,
Yeah.
when I looked up at the Megatron, I had to have been late because if they show
you had to be late.
the Megatron screen
Yeah.
as to what's on the TV screen,
Yeah.
I would have been up there. But I think
Probably
she's
late.
right in the fact that the screens up top that we see
Yeah.
is just the entrance video.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
the,
sometimes-
now if we
yeah,
hadn't
yeah.
been looking up at the big square thing that holds like the basketball scores,
Yeah.
then
I
in
thought
that
that's what
case,
you was looking at.
No, dude.
He
If
was
I'm at
looking at
wrestling,
the-
I'm looking at every fucking
Oh.
thing. I'm looking at
Yeah.
the ring.
'Cause
I'm
there-
looking at the ramp.
Because
I'm looking at
there's
Peter.
certain things where they show they're like the wrestling entrance, but then again, they probably show the wrestling entrance, but once the entrance is gone, then they show what's in the ring.
Yeah.
So you didn't see that because on up there is probably what they showed.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's probably why you didn't see it.
All I
So-
know is I was messaging, and then all of a sudden you messaged me and said, "Yo, I saw you on TV," and I was like, "What do you mean you saw me
Not
on
even
TV?"
5 minutes into the show, I was so upset. I was so salty.
That was
Back
the day
to
you
the
said you couldn't
bloodline,
afford
though.
it.
Oh, that's what we were talking about. Oh
Yes.
Yeah, the
'cause
bloodline
we're trying
Civil
to
War.
finish this up.
Wrap this
Oh, yeah.
up.
My bad. Sorry.
You're good. It's not you.
So what were we
The
doing?
Civil War bloodline. Ultimately, Jay Penn and Roman was the epitome of storytelling.
Yeah, it
He
was awesome.
started it,
Long-term storytelling.
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
ended it.
Yeah, it was awesome, and that's why I said I think Jimmy was semi getting punished for all those
It is
DWIs.
possible, most definitely.
It's got to be because remember when he first, I think either first or second when he got a DUI and then they win the tag team championship. I'm like, what's
Right.
going on here? Cody Rhodes is still ain't champion yet,
Right.
but this dude is freshly off a DUI.
To be fair, Cody Rhodes left and went and made a whole
Well, that's
viable
true.
company
Did
that
the
is
slug
legitimately
farm,
taking money
farm,
from him.
That
yeah,
is true.
everything.
That is true. But I mean, but then I think that's why like Jimmy is not because before like when the Usos first came out Jimmy was like he was the top one.
Yeah.
I mean I don't know
And now
if it's
you got main event Jey Uso.
exactly because I would think Jimmy was like the number one at that time. I don't know, maybe because Naomi was his fiance / wife, but Jimmy was he was the I don't know how to explain it. He was I can't say better Uso, but he was the more known Uso
Yeah.
because I guess he was maybe Total Divas or whatever because he was
He was
Yeah.
on more.
yeah. Now it's Jay. Jay is like taking over now. Even when Jimmy got hurt, you got main event Uso or Jay Uso. But Jay stepped up though.
He did, just
He
like he
stepped
said
up.
in the promo.
He stepped up. Like, I mean,
He did.
Ultimately, I think he's the one to bring Roman down a step.
yeah.
And then he's the one to make Solo realize.
Yeah.
Ultimately, it's going to come down to Roman versus Jay at SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
Roman's going to beat Jay. but it's going to set up for Solo starting to realize some shit.
Oh.
Then it's going to end up setting up for Solo versus Roman, which is then going to in turn set up for Roman versus Cody, which will then lead to Cody taking the title from Roman, which will then eventually lead to Roman versus The Rock for the head of the table.
Okay.
That's my long-term storytelling.
Okay. And this is going to be documented, so we're going to see if you're right.
He thinks way farther ahead than me.
Oh,
Don't ask me.
He's already in April 2024.
Don't ask me. No,
No,
honey. He's in
I'm
April
thinking
2025.
Oh my God.
I'm thinking WrestleMania 25.
I'm
Because
gonna stay back
we
here
We
until
don't even know where it's
2023
going to be
because
yet.
Well, you got to think.
I'm
WrestleMania's
barely
gonna be
ready
in
for
Philly
2023,
next year.
guys.
Which will be in 24, right?
Yeah. What's going to
Exactly.
be 25?
So 24 will then be Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns to take the title, and then you got to build up.
I don't think
Because
they have 2 years
Roman
left
Reigns
of
is gonna
storytelling in the
leave.
bloodline.
Oh,
I don't
Not
know.
in the bloodline, no. Not in the bloodline.
I think
at
it
all.
would have to go
You've
to
got
rest and
about
then.
I'd be surprised if it. I'd be surprised if it lasts for the rest of this year.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised
Well,
if it makes it to
I've seen
2024.
talks that internally they've decided to expand the bloodline storyline, and this summer's going to have a whole bunch of changes.
I'd be surprised if they make it to 2024. Honestly.
I mean, they had a good run. It's been 3 years.
Yeah.
Well, I think that ultimately it needs to boil down to they need to keep it top tier until Roman loses the title to whoever he's going to lose it to, and then Roman can just diss the fucking fear.
Why should he disappear? He's not that
Because
old yet.
with all of the history that he's had, with all of the I'm the top dog, and this is my way or the highway, and everything else. If he loses and just comes back and keeps on about his business, it's going to ruin his whole story. If he loses, he needs to go away for a little bit to think about his loss and decide his next step.
Yeah, honestly, maybe he should retire after he loses the title. Because after he loses the title,
Retiring don't mean he's gone. We know that for a fact.
history has shown when you lose the title, most of the time, you're not going to get back up there.
No.
I.e., The Miz.
Right.
I.e., Finn Balor. I.e., Dean Ambrose. Jon Moxley.
Jon Moxley is doing fantastically in AEW.
I'm sorry, WWE. But I can go on, like, just Sheamus.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Braun Strowman.
Brock Lesnar.
It's like
Bray Wyatt.
Fuck, I forgot he was champion at one point. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, you just never know. Like, you have the championship, especially for 3 years.
Yeah.
There's probably no way he's getting it back.
Mm-hmm. And there's no way that you
No
come
way.
back realistically from that
You've been
ego trip.
You've been exactly. You've been this guy for this long, and you lose the title. There's no way you can win the title back and go back up there.
Yeah.
There's no way. So maybe when he loses, I don't know which person he's gonna. Because right now I think he's sitting at number 4 as the top reign. No pun intended. So I think
they definitely intended.
So I think when he loses the title, he's probably like done fully. I mean, because if you think about it, he's been in WWE for a while. He's
fought
been the top guy
leukemia
for a while.
twice.
Since he's
Go
been in
home with
WWE.
your children.
I don't think he'll be done fully.
I don't think he's done
I
fully.
think he'll come back more in not necessarily a Paul Heyman type role,
No.
but more in a mentor type role.
I don't know about that. But
I don't know.
what did you rate the match?
I'm gonna give it 10 out of 10.
The Civil War Bloodline
I'm gonna
match.
give it 10 out of 10. And I give it that because maybe I'm impartial. I don't know. Because maybe I'm impartial.
I don't know, man. I think I might give it a 10 out of 10.
It might be me. I might be impartial. But I just
I didn't even give the women's Money in the Bank.
Given the
10 out of 10.
storyline that they've
I
played
just-
up until there was absolutely no context or storyline, or I mean, there's not very much behind those matches. There are years of history behind this match.
Yeah.
And I think with everything that was involved, they did it the best way they could.
And it wasn't even a lot of dialogue.
And
like,
it wasn't
in the
predictable.
like in the match, it's like it wasn't predictable at all. Because like I said, I didn't think they were gonna win.
If there would have been some dirty low blow and Roman would have won,
it was a dirty low blow, but it wasn't Roman.
Right.
That's what I'm missing that part.
Right.
I think a lot of people missed that.
Yeah,
I did.
You missed it?
I missed it. I don't know what you're talking about right now.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Oh, you missed the whole match.
I didn't miss the whole match. I
You
missed
didn't
that
miss the
one
game, did
key aspect.
So we were sitting here watching this match, and when Jay Uso kicked, was it Jimmy or Jay?
Super kick! Spear! Roman for the win! Jey Uso kicked out! He kicked out! Jey kicked
I don't know which one it is. But when they kicked out, you know, remember how Roman Reigns, when he
I
kicked
saw
out,
what you were
when he
talking
would
about.
kick out? No. Remember when Roman, I can't remember, I think it was Jey Uso, when Roman Reigns would kick out, he would low blow. But the referee wouldn't see it. So like when they pin
I remember
Roman
him doing
Reigns'
that.
arm is right here in between. He would kick out, but he would low blow at the same time.
Okay.
One of the Usos, I can't remember who it was. One of the Usos did the same thing to Roman Reigns in the match.
Gosh.
I remember it.
Michael Cole missed it. Whoever was commentating missed it.
Right.
I saw it. Me and Angelica was sitting right here,
Right.
and she was watching it too. And I was like, when he kicked out, I was like, oh, he just low blowed him, because you could see Roman's face.
Right.
Like it was shocked, but it was like ouch at the same time. And I was like, he just gave him a low blow. And it wasn't until the replay when Michael Cole mentioned it. And I was like, hell, I think everybody missed that. Maybe. I don't know. But I didn't miss it. I saw it the whole time. So when he kicked out, he even did it. It was even dramatic. It was like, and he held it there for like 30 seconds. I don't know. It probably was 30 seconds, but he held it for a while. And it just stayed like that. And I was like, he just gave him a low blow. And at that point, this was after Solo had went through, because, I know what it was. I think it was a super kick. No, was it? It was Superman punch, super kick, spear. I think that's what it was. Something like that. 1, 2, low blow.
Right.
And after that, I was like, oh yeah, this match is done now. So at that point, that's when I think I knew that the Usos were going to win. But I didn't think they were going to pin Roman.
Right.
That's the thing. I didn't think Roman was going to get pinned at all. But back to that, you said something about a low blow. That's what brought me onto that.
Right.
You don't remember, do you?
No, I do.
Oh, what happened? What were you talking about?
If it would have been, if Roman would have won via some low blow or something,
Yeah.
that would have been predictable. But
Yes.
it wasn't predictable.
Yeah.
And that's what makes me like it, is if I'm not predicting it,
Yeah.
but also it makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think they did a really good job.
They did a good job. Yeah.
And that's why
That's what
I'm
saying.
going to give it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because Roman Reigns had done that over time.
right.
Like he would, when he would kick
that
out,
match
he would
had
low
the
blow.
little
So,
details.
Not even just the Usos. Anybody, he would low blow.
So pretty much the Usos stole one out of Roman's
Yes.
book.
Yes,
It was
and
karma all
karmatically
around. Yeah.
paid that shit back.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they did.
And
So after conversating a little bit, I will have to admit, I'll give it 10 out of 10.
I don't see any way around it. Like to me, I mean, like I said, maybe I'm just being biased because I'm a big fan of what they're doing with the bloodline and the dramatics. I give it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
So
Overall, though, Money in the Bank as a whole, not just Bloodline Civil War, Money in the Bank as a whole, premium live event. What's your rating?
I give it a 9 out of 10.
I'm going to give
The
it a 9.
whole show?
Yep. I give it a 9 out
I'm
of
going to
10.
average it at a 9. Because it was enjoyable. There was only a couple times. I think the John Cena pop-up probably made up for the failure that was the Cody
I
Dominic
knew you were gonna say it.
I mean, it gave me the interest that lacked.
Honestly,
That's what it did.
Honestly, Cody Rhodes versus Mysterio.
Could have not been there, and the card wouldn't have been no different for me.
Yeah.
See, for me,
It was a
though,
little downer. It was a little downer.
For me, I'd have to go overall. It's about a 7.5 to an 8
That's a go
out of
to
10.
the bathroom, get a beer kind of match.
For me, that was pretty much the whole show.
It was hard. He was in his phone the whole time.
It was hard for me to
for him to
watch
keep his attention
the
on it.
whole show because most of it was slightly. Some of it did surprise me. Most of it was slightly anticipated. Most of it was
Anticipated.
Well, most of it was okay. This general thing is going to happen.
Okay.
Not move by move by move.
Mm-hmm.
But this general, this person's gonna win, or this person's gonna win. Not how are they gonna win, or how are they gonna tell the story, but just they're gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, like y'all were just talking about with Dominic Mysterio and Cody Rhodes match, that could have been completely wiped off the card, and I couldn't care
Wouldn't have
less.
noticed.
I wouldn't have noticed at all.
Yeah.
And then you just. What was it? There was another one. Ultimately, I give it a 7.5 to an 8.
I mean, that was the only match that I can see that was not really.
The Gunther Riddle match would have been
Did
the
the
next
people
one.
that I wanted to win more? I'll probably give it a better rating.
See, but that's biased as shit. That's not true wrestler. That's not true wrestling fan.
You know what? It's a 7 out of 10.
That's the touristy type shit.
I bet if AJ Styles was on the card anywhere, he would win
facts.
or lose. It would
Or
have been
Alexa
an
Bliss.
8 or a 9 out of 10.
I wouldn't
just
even
because-
exist anymore.
Just because he wasn't on there or she wasn't on there is a 7 out of 10.
Right.
I have not talked
Oh,
about
well.
Alexa Bliss.
You want to know why? Out of sight, out of mind.
That's exactly
But-
why I don't even know what WrestleMania we're talking about in London.
You know what? And I still want to say, still no damn Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Still no Randy Orton,
I
but
keep
I
seeing
will
stuff.
say, there is plenty of rumors and different things between
Maybe he's gonna
the
come back and save
band-
Matt Riddle because
between the band
I've been
remaking
waiting
his
on that.
music, between
I
the
swear I've been waiting on that.
I'm always lost right now.
outfit people remaking his boots. There's his return's imminent.
I
It's
just
just
hope
a
it's
matter
not
of
his
when.
return to retire.
Hopefully
SummerSlam. I'm going with
I
it.
hope he comes back to save Matt Riddle too,
I hope he doesn't come back to retire.
because every time
This
me
needs to be the end of it.
Me too, because God, that's just I don't want him to retire yet.
No, not quite yet. He needs to break Ric Flair's record.
No, that's gonna be John Cena.
No, he doesn't deserve it.
Wait a minute, Randy Orton's on like 14 time, right?
You want one? Exactly. He's got a lot of work. You want one, Damien?
I ain't being a bitch. Y'all gotta drive home. Drink water. No, so like,
I don't know, I'm just tucking
See,
in
for
his, I
me,
guess.
John Cena has went to movies.
John Cena's 16
We're
time.
doing
All
this?
he needs one more.
We're doing this. Okay, so here's what we're doing. To Randy Orton and to another good Let's Talk Wrestling.
Yes.
Please let him come back not to retire, Jesus.
That.
So
He needs to come save his buddy, though, because he's nosediving.
Yeah, Matt Riddle's died.
I don't know if that's supposed to look that way. I don't know if that's real life, but he's going, phew.
he might be getting punished too. So you give it a 9 out of 10. The show.
7.5 to 8.
Oh, that makes it better.
Get it right.
That makes it better. I gave it a 9 only because, like you said, Cody Rhodes and Dominic, that could have been wiped off. And
Honestly, I would have been better with Brock versus Cody than
Yeah.
Cody versus
That's what I was
Dominic.
gonna say.
Yeah.
So that was crazy because, like, I really thought
Me
Cody
too.
Rhodes was gonna get his shot at SummerSlam.
Oh, they'll definitely get it at SummerSlam.
No,
now.
he's not. No. I thought Cody and Seth Rollins was. That's what I meant.
Oh.
That's what I meant. Because remember on Raw,
That's not what he wants, though.
he was like, so, and then Brock Lesnar music hits, and it's like,
Right.
That's not.
and I
what
saw
he's for.
Cody's face, and I was like, bad timing. And then, So it's gonna be Cody and Brock at SummerSlam.
Yeah,
It is.
most definitely.
Hopefully, it's a special stipulation match. I'm
Well, one's got one match, one's got the other. It's a
Can
tiebreaker.
you sit still?
He's got
No.
feet. He's got feet on. He's got feet.
I don't know, but he has been wobbling for the last 15 minutes.
Hopefully, it's a special stipulation match, just to end the feud. So,
Yeah.
like you said, it's 1-1 tiebreaker.
But
Well, I guess
That pretty much wraps up the show.
Yeah, next
for
time-
Money in the Bank,
next
man.
time we see each other, it'll be
What
next time
what
we
is
see
the
each
next
other.
one? SummerSlam.
SummerSlam. Next time we do a show.
next time we do this.
SummerSlam. Hopefully,
We'll have some new champions to talk about. A
I,
few less Money in the Bank people to
I'm
talk
pretty
about.
sure we'll have some new champions at SummerSlam. I don't know who, but I'm pretty sure we'll have some new champions at SummerSlam.
do either one cash in?
Before
That's
SummerSlam.
my prediction question. Does anyone cash in at SummerSlam?
I'm calling it now.
EO at SummerSlam.
At or before? I'll take you
I'm
one.
calling it now, and it's probably not gonna answer your question. But Damien Priest is gonna cash in on a Raw. Watch what I say. He's gonna cash in on a Raw.
What you were saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? He's gonna cash in on a Raw, not a pay per view. Watch, because
Most definitely.
because I don't remember the last time it happened like that. It's been on like Liv Morgan when she won last year. She cashed in the same night.
Well, so far every single
woman
woman
has,
has
except for
cashed
two.
in that night.
No, except for one, Carmella.
When did she cash in?
Carmella held it
On
for like
SmackDown?
247 days.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even think it was that long.
Nah, yeah, it was like 247 days. Something. I could be wrong.
On a SmackDown.
It could have been 24 hours and 7
Was-
days. I don't know.
It was on SmackDown.
I have no idea.
Oh.
She was in a money dollar looking suit. I can tell you that. Because all of them
Money
looked
dollar
that way
suit.
for like a long time. So that's about it.
Well, I'm saying, I think Damien Priest. I mean, he might. I don't know. He deserves a moment, so it might be. But I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all coming through.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate everybody who's watching.
Yes.
And we're gonna try to continue this. SummerSlam is next, which is in
Just a couple
August.
weeks.
Is it August?
It should be just a couple
August.
weeks.
Oh gosh.
From Detroit. So hopefully y'all watch this, subscribe, like, comment. We take all comments, whether they're in disagreement or agreement. It's whatever. This is Let's Talk Wrestling, so it doesn't matter. So let's talk wrestling. So
Be nice though.
we'll see y'all next
Real.
time. We'll see y'all next time
Next
for
time.
SummerSlam. It's gonna be bigger.
Yeah.
So, appreciate y'all.
Bye.
Here's the bathroom.
Yeah, facts. You was right. I just wasn't saying that on
I
video.
knew you had to use the bathroom.
I don't know, but if he leaned in front of it one more time, who's
Yeah.
gonna get it?
Yeah, so whoops.
Well, the oldest is my dog.
Wait a minute, what time is this job in here? 8:30?
8:30.
We've been talking for 3 hours?
The oldest is my dog, and
That shit's crazy.
unfortunately.